just in case you were wondering, no. I am not going to do Maxie from Team Magma in this LP. Okay? Good. Okay. Please enjoy. Thank you. You know, it kinda looks like these guys are dancing, doesn't it? Oh well. Yo YouTubers, welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Sapphire. Last time, we started our way down this ashy airway, or whatevers, and caught our final Pokémon, Falconzord the Skarmory. Yeah. So I think that should be enough ashes for this. Yeah, a fine way to start this off. Got a lot. Now let's see. I want the red one. Yep, I got enough. Now, like I said, this takes a pretty long time, but I highly recommend you get 3 certain flutes here. And the red flute was the last one I needed, so Max Ether, switch places with red flute. By the way, off screen, Lynette found a PP up, which will increase the maximum power points of a selected move. I'm actually going to use that right now because off-screen, Steph learned a new move, which was Psychic. Psychic is pretty much the strongest Psychic type move I know of. I don't know if there's a stronger one in 3rd gen, maybe there is, maybe there not, but Psychic only has 10 PP, so with the PP up, that boosts up to 12. So thank you, Lynette. Also off-screen, I sold all the regular repels for a Super Repel. That lasts for 200 steps instead of 100. Also, Lynette also found a nugget, which I also sold off screen, which gave me a lot of monies, and all that good jazz. Yep, yes. Yowza so healthy. Anyways, these 3 flutes I would highly recommend you get. First is the blue flute, which can instantly awaken a sleeping Pokemon. So I guess you could say the blue flute is the Poke Flute in this game. Then there's the yellow flute, which will instantly snap Pokemon out of confusion. So, no need to worry about Supersonic or Confuse Ray for a while as long as you have this. And finally, the red flute, which will snap a Pokemon out of Attraction. I'm sure if you know Attraction, oh boy, you know how much of a problem it can be, especially with attracted stuff. So yeah, these 3 I highly recommend you pick up. There are 2 other flutes, the white flute and the black flute. I believe the white flute will attract more Pokemon in the wild, whereas the black flute will, you know, do the opposite. I think I used them once in Ruby, but I didn't really see much of a difference. Oh wells. I may as well show you these guys again, see if there are any move changes. No, State and Shadow looks the same. Queen Cole learned Body Slam, though. I chose that over Smog. Body Slam is pretty strong and has a chance of paralysis, so yeah, it's a pretty good move. I highly recommend it for Queen Cole. For your bleh. I highly recommend it for Torkoal at this point. You didn't learn anything, neither did you. I already talked about you. And I taught Falconzord Steel Wing through the Steel Wing TM we got from Steven a while back. So, with any luck, I shouldn't be too overleveled for the rest of this. Though I'm not banking on that. So right now we need to make our way all the way back down here. It's a pretty long a distance, ain't it? Now, earlier there'd be a couple Aqua grunts blocking the way. I definitely failed to show that, but yeah, before you go to Meteor Falls, there'll be a couple Aqua grunts blocking the way. Now that they're gone, we can go up here. I think this is a cable car. Yeah, I almost said monorail, which it obviously isn't. Hey, there are no seats on this thing. I'm panicking here. I'm jumping all around here. Get me out! Get me off this ride! Yeah, that was pretty bad. So here we are at Mount Chimney. It looks like it's an all-out war against Magma and Aqua, and they're all using Poochyena. What, they got nothing else? Uh-oh, looks like Maxie's in a tough spot. Inactive? Well, that's bad news. Now, we can't do anything with these guys at the moment, but there are a few Aqua Grunts we can battle. These are required, but they're still regular battles, so I'm gonna start the music again until we get up to the big battle. And unlike Yellow, the music's gonna remain the same. I'm not gonna be using a specific theme for these guys, so too bad, so sad, that's how it's gonna go. Alright, that's it for that. Yeah, I know this guy's an admin, and we'll battle him again later, but, well, I really didn't see any point talking through him. He's just another trainer like everybody else. Okay, Lynette, you found something new again. And it's another nugget! Yeesh! What's with you? Alright, for this next one, I'm gonna put Shadow up front. Now it's big battle time. Activity will stop. Full, huh? Giving water Pokemon a place to live? Well, the world isn't all about water Pokemon, Buster. No good in nature? Yeah, right. Okay, Archie, show me your comics. Show me your moves. Okay, with great music here, the first battle against Team Aqua leader, Archie, the king of comics, starting off with Mighty Anna, level 24. Mighty Anna, obviously the evolved form of Poochyena with the Intimidate ability, which means our attack power is lowered. Of course, it only works on physical attack power, not special attack. I don't think he has any items, but not like, well, let's try it, see if he has an item. It doesn't do all that damage, but just to be sure, no item. Okay then. We're going straight to Nightshade then, doing 26 damage. I probably might be overleveled for this battle too, but then again, I don't really care so much, and of course Rock Tomb misses at a very important moment. Who am I kidding? I'm faster anyway, so why should I worry? Why should I care? I may not have a dime, but I got Street Savoir-Faire. So I don't know if this will finish it. Let's see. Nope. And he's probably gonna heal here. Yep. These guys got super potions galore. But it's not quite at full strength. I don't know what I was worried about with the whole speed thing. I mean, sheesh. Maybe I'm just underestimating myself. Sableye are pretty useful here. That's another reason I want to use Shadow, because of Keen Eye. But really, Sableye can be a little slow. Well, okay, maybe not slow, more like sub-average. Alright, that's it for that. His next Pokemon is Golbat. Sending in Steph for this one. Golbat, the evolved form of Zubat. It's actually pretty fast and can give you trouble. Undoubtedly, Golbat's going to be faster than Steph, but I'm just hoping Psychic will do a pretty decent amount of damage. And he goes Supersonic. Again. And of course, it doesn't work with us. Undoubtedly, he's probably going to use Astonish or Wing Attack, but I want to take my chances here. By the way, those flutes are infinite use, so you don't have to worry about them breaking or running out or anything. And there goes Steph. Again. Now he should know better than that. Guess I'm going to Falcon Zord then. Yep, back to Falcon Zord, away we go. And I think Lynette also found another revive, and that's what I'm using on Steph. Sure, okay, well, it's nice. It won't go in. Probably won't go into battle again, but still, I would definitely like it to have some of the experience. I don't want a Pokemon to get left out just because it got knocked out. Fortunately, Falcon Zord being part Steel type, it won't take much damage due to any of Golbat's attacks. Supersonic may be a problem, but since we've got the Yellow Flute, it won't be that big a deal. I don't think Steel Wing will do that much considering it's part Flying, but let's try it. If we get past the Supersonic. Also off screen, I did pick up a couple Person Berries down by Meteor Falls. I should probably show that once I'm done with this, where you can get them. Person Berries can heal confusion, so probably should have equipped that to Falcon Zord just in case, but other than that, I think we're pretty much good to go here. And it did neutral damage, that's pretty good, and here we go again with Supersonic. These guys are relentless for using these moves, ain't they? They just want to keep these status moves on us. They don't want to fight fair. But then again, they're evil organizations. Since when do evil organizations fight fair anyway? Oh well. There goes Golbat, and his final Pokemon is Sharpedo. Sharpedo is the evolved form of Carvanha, and it's still a Water Dark type. Carvanha are pretty fast and good for dealing physical damage, but of course their defenses leave something to be desired. Or so I thought. Well, now that's more like it. That's how Bullet Seed works, or how it should work for us. Definitely unexpected, all things considered, but oh wells. We got him. We got the Moolah. We're gonna get that meteorite back. Oh, we'll see about that, buddy boy. Go back to doing your comics. Definitely not. We certainly will. Well, that's that. Get this meteorite back, and we gotta go back and deliver it to Professor Cosmo again. Which is exactly what we're gonna do. So, away we go. Back to Fall Arbor Town. Now, I don't think it's required to bring the meteorite back, but I think it's definitely a recommendation. So, there's the old prof now. So, let's give him that meteorite. And I believe he gives us something. A TM, eh? So we get TM27. I forget what that one is. Well, I think we'll find out in a minute. Okay, I guess we find out on our own. Thanks a lot, Prof. Alright, it's return! As you can see in the description, the more the user likes you, the more powerful this move is. I'm definitely teaching that move. And because the whole stab thing, it's going straight to Lynette. Which means I'm going to have to give up another move, because I'm definitely not giving up Headbutt, and I don't think there's any way I can lose Strength for a while. Do I want to get rid of Tail Whip or Sand Attack? I never use Sand Attack that much, so I guess that's going down. So that's pretty good, pretty well said and done. And I'm sure you noticed while I was going through my bag that my rare candies are gone. That's because I used them on another Pokemon, off-screen. And someone was wondering what I was going to do with this one. Well, now you know. I used it for Get Funky, the Magikarp, now Gyarados. And as soon as it evolves, it'll learn Bite, as long as you don't level it up beyond level 20 to evolve it. But really, Get Funky is not going to be used for my team, obviously. In case you haven't figured it out, it's going to be used for for like other HM moves we'll get later. You probably know what that is. So I think before we end this off, I want to show you a few other things. Whoa, wait a minute. Move Torter's house. Nope, don't worry about that for now. First, we want to go into the Fossil Maniacs place. Go in here. And it's a sad thing we can't run in here. We're inside a cave, for crying out loud. So talk to this guy and he'll give you something. I think. Okay, maybe it's not that one, maybe it's the other guy, the one we just went past, so I just wasted time again. Then again, with me, what else is new? So now we have TM28, which is Dig. We're actually going to need this for something much later on in the game. Won't be anytime soon, but much later. Anyway, talk to this gentleman here, and he'll also give you a TM for the move Roar. Roar, well, it'll pretty much end a battle, a wild battle right away. And it'll also, let me see, what else will it do? It can also switch out a trainer's Pokemon if it has more than one, if he has more than one at the present time. And Lotad, you can get out of here. You and your derpy face. So over here, this patch here, this is where you can get those Persian berries. And that's really all there is to it. Unfortunately, with my timer, I can't really speed it up or anything, so... Right now my timer says I'm at about 17 minutes, but at those speed-ups from those battles, it's probably like maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute less. I'm not sure. But you know something? I think to really end this episode off, I'm going to show you where to go to where we need to go next. So... Thing is, we need to get back to the other side, back to Mount Chimney. So, I'll see you guys there. Bada bing, bada boom. Doopy doopy doo. A doopy doo doopy doo dee doo. A doopy doo doo doo. Am I tone deaf or am I tone deaf? Place is pretty empty at the moment, but if we come back here later, there'll be other stuff for us. So over here is Jagged Pass. This is where the Aqua Bike can really help out. For one thing, the Bunny Hop will make us climb up these rocks. Normally you can't do a thing about them, but the Bunny Hop, it definitely helps. You have to press and hold the B button for that. And I want to avoid that area because it's got grass. And my Super Repeller just wore off. I know I got plenty more, but still. Anyway, over here we got a Burn Heal.
Oh.
Whoa, excuse me. My mistake. You're skippable. Just don't look my way. Alright, that's good. Route 112, a very short route, because here we are in Lava Ridge Town. Lava Ridge Town, as you can see, there's our next gym. And talking to one of these guys, I don't know who it is. I think it's this person. Nope, it's not that one. Is it you? Yep, an egg. We actually could take care of this, but we have a full party, so we can't really take it. What am I doing? I'm probably not gonna get it anyways. I mean, really, the Pokemon that hatches from the egg? It's not something I recommend. What is it, you ask? Well, you can either look up another LP of this game, they'll probably tell you, or you can just play the game and figure it out for yourself, which I think is more fun. Anywho, I think that's gonna be all for today, folks. So, next time on Pokémon Sapphire, we'll be taking on the gym of Lava Ridge Town, and hopefully get our 4th badge. So, until the next time, YouTubers, on that note, I take my leave. Wait a minute. There's another item I want to get. Fortunately, I think I just screwed up. We'll soon find out. Anyway, down here we get another nugget, so that's 2 nuggets we have in our pack already. Well, after those other 2 I sold. And I hope just going into that Pokemon Center helped. Please tell me it helped. Yes, it did. Thank goodness for that. So as I was saying, until the next time, YouTubers, on that note, I take my leave.